Fresno was probably the best game we played all year, and maybe even ever. Three parts of the game that we talk about are defense, pitching, and the hitting, and all three of them were about as good as we can do them right now. So we were really happy with that effort, and particularly against that team when we wanted to make sure that we got one of those out of the series. So it was an outstanding night. This year we've been in all the games except for two, and we've also been able to have some big scores on our side against our opponents, which we never were able to do last year. Even the games that we won were close. So we've obviously made progress in particularly the pitching and defense area. So you know, I just want to make sure that we always are gauging where the development is on the 30-month scale that we've started working on at the September of last year. And so you would expect that by now we would have some games like we had against Fresno State and be able to beat some of the better teams and be in all the games and some of the things that you see happening. We would expect to be at least at that point now, and now we need to take the next step. The rest of the year is a Big West year. We have 20 or 21 games against the Big West. And I did those as weekend series so that we would say, okay, let's say we were in the Big West, how would we do? So right now we're 2-1. Now we have Davis, then we have Riverside, we have Pacific, we have Cal Poly, we have UC Irvine. So we have almost a complete Big West schedule on weekends, so we'll be seeing their best pitching. So we're going to use that as a gauge to see how we stack up against the Big West, and we'll see at the end of the year how that is. UC Davis was a playoff team 2 years ago, and last year they had a down year. They had a lot of new guys, and a lot of their better players left. So now they've rebuilt, and they're now on their way back. I would say they're probably in somewhat of a phase that we're in right now, it looks like, and they've beaten some teams, and they've had some days that weren't so good, and I think it'll be a very competitive series. It looks like we're in about almost an equal place in our development right now. So it'll be tougher than the WAC games that we had to play in those series, because I think all the Big West teams will be, and we're looking forward to seeing how we do against them and as we move our way through the Big West.